Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Hi, Janet. Good morning. Yeah. Just a minute, ఒక్క నిమిషం.
Oh,
ఇప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ చేశాను. ఈ లొకేషన్స్ కాలమ్, లొకేషన్స్ టేబుల్ లొకేషన్స్ అనే కాలమ్ కి ప్రైమరీ కి ఇవ్వలేదు.
okay.
బట్ ఐ వాంట్ ఫారెన్ కీ రెఫరెన్స్ ఇన్ కస్టమర్స్ టేబుల్. సో వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ if I try to make a foreign key reference for a non-primary key column? అది ట్రై చేయి ఒకసారి. ఎర్రర్ ఏమొస్తుంది చూడు. చేయగలమా లేదా చూడు.
క్రియేట్ చేయలేం కదా యాక్చువల్లీ వితౌట్ ప్రైమరీకి మనం
చేయలేం.
కనెక్ట్ చేయలేము.
నువ్వు ఆ ఎర్రర్ చూడు ఒకసారి, అది ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసి ఆ ఎర్రర్ ఏమొస్తుంది చూడు.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకేనా?
Ah.
సో ఎందుకంటే నీకు ఎర్రర్స్ కూడా గుర్తుండాలి నీకు.
ఓకే సార్.
ఒకసారి ఎర్రర్ ఏమొస్తుంది చూడు, ఎందుకు రాదో చూడు. నువ్వు ఇక్కడ ఒకసారి ప్రైమరీకి కాలమ్, ఫారెన్ కి కాలమ్ చేంజ్ చేసి చూడు, ఆ టేబుల్ నుంచి ఈ టేబుల్ కి.
అంటే
ఇప్పుడు ఈ టేబుల్ లో ఫారెన్ కి తీసుకున్నావు కదా, సో నెక్స్ట్ టైం ఈ టేబుల్ లో ఫారెన్ కి తీసుకో, అట్ సైడ్ టేబుల్ లో ప్రైమరీకి తీసుకో. ఇంటర్చేంజ్ అయ్యి లేకపోతే ఒక టేబుల్ లో ప్రైమరీకి అసలు తీసుకునే వద్దు. జస్ట్ టేక్ యూనిక్ దేర్. ఓకే, అలా ట్రై చేయి. ఓకే, అలాగా. సో యూ కెన్ ఫైండ్ డిఫరెంట్ సినారియోస్ అన్నమాట. ఎందుకంటే ఎర్రర్స్ వచ్చే కొద్దీ నీకు తెలుస్తుంది ఏ ఎర్రర్ ఎందుకు వస్తుంది అనేది. సో దాన్ని బట్టి నువ్వు రెజల్యూషన్ ఈజీగా చెప్పొచ్చు అనమాట, ఎర్రర్స్ ని బేస్ చేసుకుని. అదే. ఓకే, సో టుడే విల్ డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ set operators and some other operators that we use in SQL. Okay. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So we have 4 types of set operators here: union, all, intersect, and except. Okay. So you might have known about this set, how to use set in mathematics, right? So when we might have studied, we'll be having 2 full circles. I mean 2 data sets. If we join them, the between part is the joining one, the matching records, that kind. Okay.
Yeah.
The same concept applies here. Okay. The first one is union. Okay. So union is used to combine 2 tables. Okay. With equal columns. I mean, they should have equal number of columns. Okay. And so when we use union, it kind of eliminates the duplicates in the final data set. Okay. If 2 tables are having the similar records, so those will be the duplicate will be deleted, and it will keep only 1 record for that. Okay. So let's see an example for that. So I'm creating a department table here. So I've created two tables here. So these are the two tables that we have created. Okay, let's try union between these two tables. Okay. So as you can see, it's like we are trying to combine, we are trying to do a union between two tables, which are having similar and same number of columns. Okay. And when you are using, so it kind of eliminates the duplicates as well. Okay. So if you see, we have this 40, whichever is the department number 40, it is available in both the tables, right? But as if you can see in the final data set, it is showing only once here. Okay. So it kind of eliminated the duplicates here. Okay.
42. Okay. And different departments.
Yeah. It will kind of check the whole record.
Whole record. Okay.
The whole record should be duplicate, not only one.
Okay.
Okay. So now what I said was it should have same number of columns, right?
Yes.
So now let's see. So here, okay, you can do that. So now what you can do is say
same order also, no?
Yeah, that is task for you here. Okay.
Okay.
So what you have to do is try to insert the same, create the same tables, same data, but you have to enter for one table, you have to keep location this as the second column and rename as the third column. Okay. For one table. And let's try that. Okay. And tell me what you're getting, whether you're able to do the union or are you getting any error for that. Okay. And one more scenario is you try to create an extra column for one table. Okay. So one column will be, one table will be having 4 columns and another column will be, another table will be having 3 columns.
Okay.
Okay. You try to perform union on top of that table as well. Okay. So we have two scenarios. Okay. You have to interchange the columns. Okay. Yeah. And the other is you have to add an extra column. Okay. Clear? Yes. Clear. So these two tasks you have to perform. Okay. So the basic functionality of union thing, so you're clear, right? So do you have any doubts here?
No,
It will kind of combines two data sets or two tables. And so if it find, if there is any duplicate, it will be deleted. Clear?
Okay.
Now let's talk about union. Union also does the same thing. So it will kind of combine two data sets, but it will not delete any duplicates. Okay. It will not delete any duplicates. So it will kind of give whatever the data set you give. So it will kind of combine everything there. Okay. So let's see here. So if you see here, so it could combine both the data sets, but it didn't eliminate the duplicates. Okay. There.
Yes.
Any doubts here? So one more case is, so one more case when you're trying union and union all is, so you can try changing the data types. Okay. So let me write out the scenarios for you. So this is the third scenario you got to practice. Okay. So now, so we have the department number, right?
Yeah.
So in this department, in any one of the table, you have to change the data type of the department number to varchar.
Okay.
Or you can try and varchar. Okay.
Okay.
So anything, any string related data type. Okay. So you can change that to string data type, and you can try performing the union things. Okay. Yep. This is about union all. And another one we have is intersect. So what does intersect mean?
Nothing but actually mathematically process.
Okay, the kind of joining point kind, right?
Yeah, joining point.
Yeah, so both the values will be at the same. Both the things will have same common. So let's see. So what we have got here when we did intersect. So we've got only one record, right? So that means
common in both the tables.
Yes, which is common in both the tables, both the data sets. Okay. So it will kind of give you the common one. So so people will kind of confuse the intersect operator with the join operator. Okay.
Yeah.
So we kind of will discuss about this when we talk about joins. Okay. Like how different they are. Okay. So for now, you can just remember, as you know, whenever there is a common record in both the data sets, so the intersect will give you only those records.
Okay.
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 And so the last one is accept. So this is the result set which we have got when we did accept operator. Okay. So yeah. So how did we get this? So can you tell me? Can you give a guess?
This gives a column record which is not present in the second table.
Yeah, exactly. So it will gives you data, so which is not available in second table. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you see 10 department number 10, 20, 30 are not available in department 1 table, right? So only department 40 is available in both the tables. That means that is a common record. So that's why I didn't consider that. Okay. So when you want to get the records from department, the second table, that is department 1. So how would you write the query?
Usually we can interchange the department here while writing the query.
Yeah.
First
Tell
we
me,
can
how can I?
write a department one,
Mhm.
and next we can give a department.
Let's try that. Is it correct?
Yes.
So isn't 40 a duplicate?
40. Yeah.
So what you have to observe here
one-
is it will not check for
it
any
will-
particular value. It will check for the whole record. Okay. Even the department number is 40, the D name, it is different. That
It
is
will
here.
checks only for the department number only.
It will not check only for department number. It will check for the whole record.
Okay.
The whole record should be same. Okay.
Yeah. But
So
here,
yeah. See, so we have got 40 facilities Boston, right? That means it is available only in department 1 table, right? As per accept, right?
yeah,
So this record should not be there in the other table.
first table.
Yeah. So here you can see this record, this exact
Yeah,
record, 40
operations.
facilities Boston.
Uh,
Is it available in department table?
no.
So that means that is an unique for this table. Okay.
Okay.
Right. That is not a duplicate one.
Yeah.
Right. So if we had this 40 operations one, so that would have been a duplicate.
Yeah. If we get the
So,
table,
but we
yeah,
have
okay.
40 facilities Boston. So that is a different record, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will be
So
unique records also. Okay.
yeah. So that's the point you have to remember while using operators. It will not check only for one value. It will check for the entire record. If I'm talking about duplicate here, okay. So duplicate means not duplicate value in a column. Duplicate record, the whole record in the table. Okay.
Okay.
So this is one record and this is another record, right?
Yes.
So it will check for the similar record in the other table. Okay. So earlier we spoke about duplicates in columns. Okay. So this is one column, this is another column, this is another column, right?
Yeah.
So here, if you see in the location, so we have duplicates. Here when we are checking at column level.
Yeah.
Okay. Inside the same column, we have two duplicate values. Okay. This is at column level. But when we are doing the operators, set operators, it will check for not in the column level. It will check at the row level. Okay. It will check for the whole row, whole record. Okay. It will check for the whole record in the other table, whether it is available there or not. Okay. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we are good with these 4 operators. What? What's that? accept. Okay, so these are all the 4 set operators. Okay, create them. So now we have few more operators that we will be using in SQL while using filter clause, that is where. Okay, so you're familiar with where condition, right? So we call it as a filter condition. Okay,
Yeah.
so we call it as where clause. Okay,
Yeah.
so the conditions, I mean, whenever you want to filter some data from a table, you should use where clause.
Where clause.
Okay,
Yeah.
using where clause, you should give some conditions. Okay,
Yeah.
so the whole thing, right from where to your conditions, we call the entire thing as filter condition. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me show you. Okay, the first one we are going to talk about the is in operator. Okay,
Okay.
so this is, I'm going to take the department table. Let's try to create another table. So this is our data. Okay, so whenever I'm trying to filter out some data here. Okay, so we're talking about in operator. So all these operators, whatever we are going to discuss, will be used in filter conditions. Okay.
Yeah.
So where, okay.
Yeah.
So I want the employees whose job is salesman and manager. Okay.
Yeah.
So here, if I want only salesman, so if I want to get the data only for salesman, like how should I write the query?
Name is sales.
Sorry.
The e-name is equals to salesman. Okay.
So that is job. Salesman is a job, not an name.
Oh, okay.
You can
Sorry.
see that here.
Job is equals to, we can give salesman. Salesman.
Is it correct?
Yeah.
It's the same here also. Yeah, okay, fine. So you want me to execute this?
Yeah.
So why is that error we are getting invalid column name salesman? See, salesman here is a value, okay? Job here is a column name, right? So if you see here, all the object names and the objects remain, I mean, related to the tables, so will be in black color. Okay, you see, right?
Hmm.
So remaining all the things will be in blue color. The keywords.
Yeah, keyword.
These we call some keywords. Okay. So all those will be blue color. So here, if you see the salesman, it is considering salesman as also some object. Okay. So it is a value, right? It is a value in a column. So it is a string. You have to give it in single quotes
Single
here.
quotes.
Yeah. So that's when the system, the SQL server will get to know it is a kind of value. Okay. Clear?
Before that, he considered as it is also a salesman is also object
Column
entry.
name. Yeah.
Column searches for the column name.
Yeah. That's why it has given you error invalid column name salesman.
Okay.
That means there is no column as salesman there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try this. So now we have got the data only for salesmen. Okay. We have got all the salesman details. Okay. Now, along with the salesman, I want the details of manager also. Okay. So how can I write query for that? If I want data for manager.
Same query, then job is equals to
Mhm.
by using job with we need to remove a is equals to for
Mhm.
equals to and equals to means is
Yeah.
relate here we have to give in operator in
Okay. Yep.
open brackets salesman and what
Manager.
manager
Manager. Yeah.
comma manager bracket close.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how we use in operator here.
Yes.
Okay. So now we have got the data for only salesmen and managers in the employee table. Okay. Now I want to exclude these two jobs and I want to get the remaining data.
What did you say?
I want to exclude the salesman and I want to exclude salesman and manager from my data. I want to view the remaining employees data.
Exclude, I didn't remember.
So we can just use not operator here. Okay. We can just use the keyword not in. Instead of in, we can just use not in.
Is user for multiple.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So now we can see the data other than the employees
Salesman
data.
and manager.
Yeah. Other than salesman and manager. Okay.
Okay.
So we have got the remaining employees data. Okay. So
Not
one is
this. Not
in and not in. Okay. So and one more thing is we have like operator. Okay. Like.
Yeah.
So it is also a kind of filter condition which will display the similar matches whenever you specify some pattern. Okay. It will display all the similar matches to that pattern. It will, like,
Yeah.
just now we have used
As a
job
name.
equal to salesman, right?
Yeah.
So what does the equals do is it will search for the exact string. It will search for the exact match. Okay. Even though if there is any one alphabet extra or one alphabet less, it doesn't give you any results. Okay. Equals need an exact searches for exact match. Okay. But like will search for similar matches. Okay.
Yeah.
Not an exact match. It will search for the similar matches. Okay. So it will give you whatever the matches are there. So now let's say so I want the list of employees whose name starts with S. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see first. Okay. So we have so many people. We have Smith. No. Scott, we have, okay, we have 2 people here. Let's see if we try to get those people, okay, where name, I can give you like,
Yes. Yes.
yes, ampersand symbol, okay. So this ampersand symbol, like symbolize, after s, it can be anything.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. In ampersand, the first thing, the first character of the string should be s, okay.
Okay.
After that, it can be anything.
Okay.
That's what the ampersand mean, okay.
Okay.
Let's check. So I have 2 people, Smith and Scott.
Okay.
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 So whose name starts with S?
Yes.
Clear?
Yeah.
And so I can do one more thing. So like I want some same employee names, okay, whose names end with N.
Okay.
Okay. What does that mean? In the beginning and in the middle, it
Whatever
can
it
be
may be.
anything.
It can. Okay.
It can have any name, okay.
Yeah.
That in that case, you can take ampersand, and the ending should be N. Okay, it should end with N. Okay.
It's for ending value when n.
Yeah. Here we are giving N. The ending value should be N here.
Okay.
Okay. Let's execute. Okay. So we have 2 people whose name ends with
Okay.
N.
Okay.
Okay. We can use it, as a different way, in a different way. So now let's say I want to get a job. I want to get the list of jobs. Okay. Oh, sorry. Whose name starts with S? I mean, the job whose job name starts with S and ends with N. In the beginning, it can be anything. Okay. So that case, you can give like this. Okay. S. It starts with S,
Yes.
ends with N. Okay.
Okay.
In the beginning, it can be anything.
Okay.
So we are searching that is in name. There's nothing. Let's check in job.
Job.
So the keyword which matches this pattern is the starting would be S and the ending would be N, and in the middle can be anything is salesman. Right?
Yeah.
So this is how we can search by using like operator. Okay.
Like.
So if you have any space also, you can use there. Okay. Space mean no. So here you can see some space. You can use space also here. Okay. So
Yeah,
how can
okay.
use it? It can begin with anything. Okay.
Yeah.
In the
After
middle, it
that,
should have a space.
Okay.
And the ending also, it can be anything.
Mm.
Let's see what we'll get. Okay. So we have got New York. So we are searching for locations where it has a space in between.
In the
Okay.
middle, we can give a letter also in between whatever we want.
Yeah, you
Before
can give.
what it may be, and
You can, yeah.
it can be anything.
Yeah. So now I'm giving starts here. The location should start with N, and in between it should have a space. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to give the same thing. Okay. Let's see. Still we got New
Yeah.
York because this matches this pattern. It's New York starts with N. Okay.
Yeah.
And in between it has a space. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So it matches our pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how the like operator works. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Clear about like?
Yeah. Clear.
Now we have another operator called between. So basically, as the name suggests, it will give you the result in between two corresponding values. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say if I want data from the employee names, what from 7,300 to 7,500. Okay. So it will give you the employee details whose employee is between these two numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Select star
So
from EMP
EMP
where EMP
and
number between
7,000.
7,300 and 7,500. Okay.
Yeah.
So only these two employees are in between 7,300 and 7,500. Okay.
Yeah.
So here what you have to remember is, so while doing the search, okay, so it will not only consider the values in between these two numbers, okay, it will consider these two numbers also.
Yeah, including with these two.
Yeah,
And
including these two numbers, it will search. Okay. So now let's say I'll take 7,521 here instead of 7,500, and I'll take, yeah. You see earlier we got only two records, so now we've got three records because it has now even though it is the ending in the between operator,
yes.
so it also considered that value.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So not only the values in between these two numbers, it will consider the beginning and the ending point also.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Any doubts here in between operator?
No. Okay.
So we are
In the
clear,
string
right?
case also we have to give same beginning.
So in mostly in the string case, it is difficult to use the between operator.
Between operators. Okay.
Yeah. So if you want the string, so we have, so if you want to get the strings in between, so we have some other string functions which will be able to fetch you the in between
Data.
characters
Oh,
of a string.
okay.
Okay.
Better to use for
Integers. It is mostly for dates and integers. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we will start with some functions. So so like different kinds of functions, right? So have you heard of this sum of, average of,
Yeah.
or no,
Yeah. One more
round
thing.
off? Okay.
Operators and or not. These are all also will come under this only.
Yeah,
In
and
where
or
condition we use.
yeah,
Yeah.
we will be using them in where condition only. Okay.
Okay.
We'll do one thing then. So we will finish those things also.
Okay.
And then we'll start up with the system functions. Then.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's talk about AND operator here. Okay. So whenever you want to know, so there are some basic rules for you while using these operators. Okay. So if you are using AND, so let's talk about true or false conditions. True and true. So whenever you are using AND operator in between two conditions that are true, okay, that returns true, okay,
Yeah.
the final statement would be considered as a true condition. The final condition would be considered as a true condition. Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever we try to follow true and false,
It will false.
it will be a false statement. So even though if one statement is
One
false, then
statement
the
is
entire statement is false. Okay.
Yeah.
False and true.
false.
So this also returns a false statement. Why? Because, so as I said, and if even though any one of the statement is false, any one of the condition is false, the total condition will be false. Okay. And the last condition is false and false. So this obviously returns a false. Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever two conditions are false, the entire statement would be a false statement. Okay.
Yeah.
Now coming to OR operator. Here true and true, true or true. Sorry.
True.
So will be a true condition. Okay.
Yeah.
So unlike and, okay, here if any one of the statement is true, the entire statement will be a true condition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You see true or false, it will be true here.
only.
Okay. So again, false or true. So here also we will get a true condition. Okay. Only when both the conditions are false,
Then only it's false.
then only it will return a false statement. Okay. So these are the basic things we should remember about and or conditions or operators.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a minute. Water. Delay.
Ah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll discuss about this and operator now. Okay. So whenever we are trying to give some failure conditions based on this and operators, let's see how this works. Employee where so I'm giving two conditions here. Okay. So the employee number should be in between. I'll tell you this later. Okay. The employee number should be less than 7,500. Okay.
Yeah.
And the employee salary should be less than 1,000. Okay. Or else 1,500. Okay. So these are the two conditions which I have given you, right?
Yeah.
So you understood about this greater than and less than and greater than things, right?
Yeah.
So what we need is, so I want the employees whose employee number is less than 7,500 and their salary should be less than 1,500. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see how many employees matches here. Okay. If you are checking for employees less than 7,500, we have two employees here, 7,369 and 7,499. Okay. In that also, so who between these two, who matches the other condition? Salary is less than 1,500.
Yeah.
only the first one, right?
Yes.
Let's see if we are going to get this one or not. Okay. So we have got the result. That means this condition also returns some value. This condition is also return some value. Means these are true conditions. Okay.
Both are true.
So whenever we call, so like when we call these conditions trees, so when these conditions are able to give us some data, then only we call them as true conditions.
True.
Okay. Okay. So let's say I give here instead of 1500, if I give less than greater than 2000, let's see what happens. So I am not getting any data here.
Yeah.
Why? Because so this condition returned some value. That means it is true.
Yeah.
It's a true condition. But in that condition, so we are also asking the salary should be greater than 2000. That's a false condition.
Yeah.
Okay. So we will not get any data here. So what we are giving here, true and false condition. So what does true and false means? It's a false condition.
It's a false condition.
So we will not get any data.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say if I use or condition here. Okay. Let's say if I use or condition here. Okay. So I've got a lot of records. So why is that? So if you see, and I've got some employees whose employee ID is 7738783979902.
Yeah.
So these are all more than 7500. Like these employee numbers are more than 7500, but still I've got it. Why? Because
salary is greater than
yeah,
2000.
yeah, because the salaries for these persons is greater than 2000.
Even though
right?
The employee ID is less than 7500.
Yeah. It will consider any one, even though if any one of the condition is true, it will return the value, right? So for this also we have some value. For this also we have some records, right?
Yeah.
So it is giving us both the records. Okay. So let's say if I say if the salary is greater than 20,000, okay, let's execute this. So now we have got only two records. Why? Because there is no condition that is satisfying this. I mean, there are no records which are satisfying this condition, but there are records which are satisfying this records. Okay.
Yeah.
Even though any one is true, it will return the result. Okay. Even though any one of the condition is true, it will return the result in our condition.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
So this is how and or operators work. So whenever you are trying to give two conditions, so between those conditions based on your requirement, you should give or and. Okay. So can you tell me any other scenario where I can use and or operators? So based on that, you can tell me any random scenario.
Employee number. Instead of employee number, we can use or
Okay, let me tell you. So now I want employees, okay, whose name starts with S, okay,
yeah,
and their salaries should be less than 2000. Okay. So these are the two conditions I have taken. Okay. So let's see what I'll get the result. So I've got so many things.
Yeah.
So why?
Start with yes.
So if I consider only this condition, I'll get only two records, Smith and Scott. Okay. But here I'm giving salary is less than
less
2000.
than
The
2000.
two
It
with
will
using or condition
or
or
condition.
operator, right?
Yeah.
So that means, so the records which are pertaining to this condition also will come. Whose employees having salaries less than 2000, they also will come. Okay.
Both
If you
have
see all these guys are having salaries less than 2000, so that's why they have come. Okay.
okay.
Now if I give or here,
And
sorry, and so I've got only one record. Okay.
yeah.
So that means this condition also should be satisfied and this condition also should be satisfied.
Yeah.
Okay. So only when both the conditions are satisfied, it will give us a result. But whenever you're using or condition, even though any one of the condition is satisfied, it will give us the result. Okay.
Yeah.
If both the conditions are satisfied, it will give results from both the conditions. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
And we can use some between, or we'll try to use between as well. Between 7,300 and 7,500. This is one result I'm giving. Okay. So you should not consider, so whenever you are using between operator, okay, you have to use and here, right? That is compulsory, right? You cannot use or here. Okay. So this is one hold condition and this is one hold condition. Okay.
Yeah.
You should not get confused, like, we are using and over operator here. Okay. Clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
this is one hold condition
yeah.
and this is one hold condition. Clear?
Yeah.
You're asking something? Any doubt?
Not operator is like that is a convenience. While some scenarios we use not.
You want to use not here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can do that. So where do you want me to use not here?
Remembering that some ఇక్కడ అంటే కొన్ని చోట్ల అది నాట్ యూస్ చేస్తే కన్ఫ్యూజింగ్ గా ఉంటుంది అది ఏ రిజల్ట్ ఇస్తుంది.
So here I've used for between I've
Okay.
taken not here.
ఓకే అంటే
Okay.
ఈ 7,300 అండ్ 7,500 బిట్వీన్ ఉండే వాల్యూస్ కాకుండా ఎక్సెప్ట్
except the values between 7,300 and 7,000. I mean between 7,300 and 7,500. I want the employee details of other ones, other employees. Okay. So but if you see here, I've got this record, right? Why? Because I've taken our condition with salary less than 2,000.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Let's take and here. Okay. If you see,
yeah.
What did you observe here?
Above 400.
Did both the conditions satisfy with this? See, we have taken employee numbers should not be in between 7,300 and 7,500. Okay.
Yeah.
So any of these employee numbers are not in between that range,
Yeah.
right? And
salary
also,
is also less than 2,000.
Salary is also less than 2,000.
Okay.
So both the conditions are satisfied here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you want to use NOR operators here, you can use like this, I guess, not less than. Does it work? Yeah, it will work. So whenever you give this kind of exclamation between less than, greater than, or equal to, that means not equals to. Okay. So this is like, not less than. This is like, not greater than. This is not equal to. Okay.
I have heard that.
So since here these are like in, and between are like, keywords, they are strings,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So for those things, we can write not like this. Okay. For like, we can write not keyword in the beginning. Okay. If it is between, for between also we can write a not keyword. If it is in, for in also we can write a not keyword, right?
Okay.
But these are all symbols. These less than, greater than, and equal to are symbols, right?
Yeah.
So
For
they are
symbols,
not
we can
words.
give
We can give these things, exclamation in the beginning. Okay. So whenever we give exclamation, so that becomes as not. That becomes as an opposite. Okay.
Okay.
So for not equal to, you can use something like this also. The greater than and equal to. So this also gives
Here,
you
if we
not equals to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here salary is, salary is not less than. If we give here, then what could be the result? Which is
Okay. Let's see.
Here
So we will decide the result first. Okay. We'll check the result. Okay. So this is the employee data. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are taking, we are not considering employees in between 7,300 and 7,500. Okay. That is the first condition. So these first two employees are out of the question. Okay.
Yeah.
First two records are out. Okay. We are remained with the remaining 12 records. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So now let's see. The salary should not be less than 2,000.
2,000.
Yeah. So how many people are having this one? Let's execute this and see.
2,000.
Non-billable specified in the context. Your condition is executed near and under. Okay. So why did you get this result set?
Okay.
Let's see.
Both conditions are satisfied.
Yeah.
So,
see, that's what. Whenever we consider the first condition, not between 7,300 to 7,500.
Yeah.
So these two rows are eliminated. Okay. We are remained with these 12 rows. Okay. In these 12 rows, it will check for the employees whose salary is not less than 2,000. That means it should be greater than what? 2,000, right?
Yeah. Okay.
It should be greater than 2,000.
Yeah.
And that's what we are getting.
Should be confused.
Yeah. No problem. If we give 3,000 here, let's see, we get less. Okay. So if you consider, if you see here, we have got salaries, we have got people whose salary is 3,000 also.
Yeah.
But what is our condition?
What
is the condition we have given here? Salary
not
should
less
be
than
less
3,000.
than 3,000. That means it can be equal to 3,000, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
We have just given it should be less than 3,000. That means it can be equal to 3,000 or it can be greater than 3,000.
Okay.
So, right?
Yeah.
So in that case also, that's why we have got people whose salary is 3,000 also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is one more operator you can give, not less than or equal to. So if you see here, this the first one refers to not, okay, less than or equal to. Okay. Let's check out this. So it will not work here. Okay. Fine. You have to give, you cannot use two operators there. Okay. But can use greater than or equal to like this. Okay. Here also you get the same result. Why means I have taken equal to also.
Equal to also.
If I take only greater than,
only one record item.
I get only the employee whose salary is 5,000. That means
Greater than.
we have clearly given the salary should be greater than 3,000. It should not be equal to 3,000 and it should not be less than to 3,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So you should keep in mind that one. So whenever you are working with greater than, less than, and equal to things, should keep in mind. So what kind of condition you are giving, and if you want the salary should be equal to 3,000 also, you can give like this, greater than or equal to.
Yeah.
Okay. If you give like this, it will consider 3,000 also. It will consider whenever the salary is equals to 3,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
There is one more operator. Okay. Greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Okay.
What's that? What greater than?
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are all the different symbols which we use.
Okay.
So mostly we will not use not for these things. Okay. So if you want not less than, you can directly give greater than, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The same case, if you want not greater than, you can directly give less than symbol.
Yeah.
So these are all the different. These are also kind of operators. Okay. We should make, so mostly we will be using these things. Okay. And these things. Okay. We will not be using this part. Okay.
Yeah.
We will not be using whenever you don't want any particular records, you can use this is this symbol or this symbol. Okay. Not equals to. So whenever you want greater than and equal to, you should use this one, and less than or equal to this one. If you want particularly greater than, you can just give this one. Okay.
Okay.
Clear? Clear about these things? So this is about and our or operators. Okay. And so we have some other keywords which we can use while using the select statement. So one is distinct. Okay. So distinct gives you the unique values from a column. Okay. See, okay, let's see. Select star from EMP table. So here we have different salaries and different jobs, right?
Yeah.
So if you want what kind of jobs are available in this particular table, you can write distinct job. If you write distinct job from EMP table, you will get all the distinct jobs. Well, whatever the different jobs that are available in the table, you will get that list. Okay. So but if you see in the table, just like doing star, so there maybe you can see some jobs like kind of duplicates, right?
Yeah.
So different peoples are having different jobs. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you want to see the unique values, what are the unique values? You can just write distinct keyword there. distinct job. So you will get the distinct values from that particular column. Okay.
Okay.
So when we are discussing about the duplicates, and so we have spoke, right? So
Yeah.
these are all the duplicate columns. We have a lot of duplicates here. Salesman is like 3-4 times, manager is like 3 times, clerk is like 4 times, like that, right?
Yeah.
So all these are duplicate values in the job column.
Yeah.
Right. But if you want the distinct values for all those things, okay,
yeah,
you can use the distinct keyword. Okay.
Yeah.
You can like, it is not like you have to use the distinct only for one column. Okay.
Yeah.
You can use distinct on 2 columns also. Okay.
Multiple columns.
I will say distinct salary. Okay. Or okay, let's take salary only. Okay. So now what it will consider is, so just like the set operators union, it will consider the record. It will not just look for record, it will look for the record for duplicates. Okay. If you see, we have got 3 times clerk, we got 3 times manager, we have got 1 time president, and again 3 times salesman.
Yeah.
Right.
But salary comes.
Why? Because we have considered another column which has different values. It will consider the whole record as single entity, and it will check for the same record again. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if any of them has same salary. Salesman. Clerk, we have 4 times. So everything salary, everybody's salary is different.
Yeah.
So this is how we can use distinct when using 2 columns. It will consider the whole record. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah, clear.
So even if you want the distinct values from a single column, you can use a single column and use the distinct keyword. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you want distinct columns, distinct records from 2 columns, you can use 2 columns with a distinct keyword. Okay. So whenever you use distinct by using for the 2 columns, so you can consider that entire table, these entire things are unique to each other, right?
Yeah.
So this record is unique to everything. Okay. There will be no other record as such in this data set.
While we give multiple columns, we need to it will go through
Consider
the row.
Yeah, it will enter entire record. Okay.
Okay.
Clear? So that means you'll be easily say there are no duplicate records.
Yeah.
There are no duplicate records also, right? So if you see analyst, there will be no other analyst with 3,000 salary. There will be another analyst with another salary, but
different salary.
With 3,000 salary, there will not be another record. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes. Clear.
Okay. So there is one more keyword called top. Okay. So what top gives us is, it will kind of take random values from your table and displays how many records you want. If you want, some 10 records, okay, or some 3 records, okay, how you can select top 3 star from EMP table. Okay. So it will give some 3 records. Okay. It is not like, it will give you only the first 3 records. It is not about the first 3. It will pick the records randomly. Okay.
Randomly. Okay.
Yeah. So this is our data, right?
Yeah.
So this is our data. We have 14 records. Okay. It might pick the records from anywhere. If you give top 3,
it will do not
if you should understand. Yeah, it will not give the first 3.
Okay.
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 It might give you first three also. Okay, it might not give you first three also.
Okay.
So there is no guarantee that it will give you only the first three records. Okay.
Okay.
So because if the table is not having a primary key, the data will not be in a sorted order. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right. So here I can see in a sorted order, right? But they might not be in a sorted order. You know, the 7934 might be in the first place, and 777788 might be in the second place. Okay. It will
Yeah.
give you in that order. Okay. So
Yeah.
whatever the columns are available, okay,
Yeah.
it will just take those things and will give you. Okay.
Okay.
So it will just give you based on the order in the table.
Okay.
It will not create any order. Okay. Based on the order, you know, it is taking the first three records and giving me here. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah. Okay.
So if you want only one column, one column, you can take that also. So instead of star here, you can take like this. Can give you the column name. If you want another column also, you can add. So it will give you duplicates. It is not eradicating any duplicates. Okay. It is not deleting any duplicates like distinct. Clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
It will just display the three records for you.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah. Clear.
So whatever are available in the beginning,
Yeah.
it will just give you those three records. It will, even though they are duplicates, it doesn't matter. It will just give you.
Okay.
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 So there is one more function called count. Okay. So what does this count do is it will give you the number of records available in the table. Okay. Select count of star from EMP. So it will give you the number of counts, number of records available in the table. We have 14 records, right? If you check the table, we have 14 records here, right? Hello.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. So the count will give you the number of records in a particular table. Okay. Any doubts here?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
So you can take the count of individual column also. Okay. I can take count of job. I got 14. I take count of MGR. So here I got 13.
Okay.
Why is that?
Why is?
So if you check the data in manager column, so there is one
There is
null value.
okay. One null there.
Okay.
Null will count.
Yeah, null doesn't count. So for all other columns, we have everything. Okay. So if you check the count for commission, it will be even less. It is only 4. Okay. But if you take star here, it will check for the records. Okay. It will check for records. Yeah. How many records? It doesn't matter if the columns are having nulls. It will check for the records. Okay. How many records the table is having. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Clear.
And see here, if I take count of job, it will count everything, right?
Yeah.
So we know that the job means we have the salesman, manager, and all those things, right?
Yeah.
So we know that there are duplicates in that column, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the count for the count function, it doesn't matter. Even though if there are duplicates, it will count as a value, right?
Yeah.
But if you want to know the distinct value, I mean, how many types of jobs are there in the job column? So will you tell me? Will you able to
No.
tell me by just seeing
No.
the data? No, right?
No.
So for that
We
we can
used to
use
use
some,
distinct.
yeah. So what do you get here? If you use distinct of if I use distinct of job, so what are you getting? The different types of jobs,
Types of,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
So now you'll be able to see like no 5 types of jobs are there,
Yeah.
but I'm getting the job names here, but I don't want the job names. I want the count number. How many are there?
We can give a count of job. Count of job will give a
I've given
yeah.
count of job right here. If I take count of job, so I'm getting 14 here,
Yeah.
right?
Count of job.
But I want the,
Can we give before
yeah,
that distinct
the same thing.
distinct count of job?
Count distinct we can use. Okay. So how we can use is, so first we have to take
Select.
distinct job
Oh,
from
okay.
EMP, right?
Okay.
So it will give us some numbers, some values, some numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
So on, we have to count this data set. Okay. Now it is a data set, right?
Mm.
So whatever the result you have got, that is a data set.
Mm.
It has 5 records.
Yeah.
But the column is 1. Okay. But records are 5, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to count the number of records, what do you use?
Distinct for.
No. If you want to count the
We
records,
can use a count.
yeah, the same thing. You can use count.
Count distinct job.
Count of distinct job.
Okay.
It will give you 5.
Okay.
Right. If you want the values, like what type of jobs are there, you can just try select distinct job. Okay. If you want the count of the distinct job, you can use count. Count of distinct job. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah. Clear.
So this is how we can get the distinct count. So you can try using this in different columns. You can try using this in salary columns or some other columns. You can try. Okay, you can practice that. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll finish with one more thing. So order by. Okay. We can discuss in the next class. We'll do one. So we'll finish it here. Okay.
Okay.
So order. So this is also a clause, just like where clause. Okay. So this will gives you the data in sorted order. Okay. Select star from EMP where EMP number. Sorry, not where. Order by EMP number. Okay. If I just give that, so the data will be in sorted order. That is in particularly in ascending order. Okay.
Yeah.
That means from small to big. Okay. From lowest to highest. Okay. So here I have not given anything like whether it should
By
start in
default,
ascending or descending. By default, it will take ascending order.
ascending. Okay.
If you want the
descending,
descending order, you can specify DAC.
Okay.
So now you will get the data in descending order from highest to lowest. Okay. So if you want the data to be sorted on 2 numbers, okay, you want the data to be sorted on 2 columns, you can give that also. So let's say I want to sort the data by job first and EMP number. Okay.
Okay.
And EMP number, I want it to be ordered by descending order. Okay. For the job, it will be ascending order since I have not given anything. Okay. So how this works? So how this works is first the data will be sorted on job. Okay.
Yeah, job is in ascending order.
Yeah. So yeah, A, B, C. So it will be in ascending order. Okay.
Yeah.
So first the data will
And
be sorted in the jobs. Okay. So we have two jobs, right? We have unlist two jobs. In this, again, the employee number will be sorted.
Yeah.
So if you see,
employee number is in descending order. 900 is
790 is
yeah.
first and 7788 is first. Okay. So this will be considered as a first set, and inside that the employee number will be sorted.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, if you go check with clerk, okay. So again, this is another set. So in this set, the employee number will be sorted in descending order.
Yeah.
Okay. If you finally see, so this number 7902798, it is decreased here. And again, if you see in the third, it is increased. Okay.
Yes.
So because it is ordered via
in a job.
Okay. It has sorted in job data set.
Yeah.
For each job, the employee number will be sorted in descending order.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can use 2-3 columns in the sorting order also if you want some more things. Okay. This is how we can use 2 column names in order by.
Also.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first it will sort by the first one, job, and later that in this job data set, it will sort employee number in descending order.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Clear?
Yeah. Clear.
Order by? Yeah. I think you have a lot to practice today.
Yeah.
Please go through everything. Okay. At least try to write at least one statement for each thing.
Yeah.
So that way you'll not forget. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine. So we'll meet tomorrow. Yeah. See you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.